Well, in this video I'm gonna show you how to change the spring, the shock absorber and their mount up there. This is a Honda CR-V 2008 2.2 liter diesel i-CTDi, but the process is almost the same on every car. We can start by lifting the car and putting some safety jacks on both sides. With the wheel removed, here's how things look like. We have this strut. Here is one 22mm nut, 22mm nut, 90mm bolt, 90mm bolt. Then we have brake line with 12mm bolt and this ABS sensor, or the cable for the ABS sensor. Here is only rubber, and here is a plastic holder, so we will pop this out. Up here we have the mount, and if it's not here, it will be on the sides of the engine, so maybe there and here. In this car it's here underneath this, so I lift the wipers to be able to remove this part. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nuts holding the strut from above. Then down here we have the stabilizer link, and I put a lot of grease on this when I changed it last time, so I will be just cleaning and it will come out. With metal brush we will clean everything we're gonna remove. So this one, especially this one, clean it good. Some penetrating oil. Here you can see it's cleaned. And the oil here, or the penetrating oil, has to be cleaned, especially on the rubber, because it's not good for rubber. And here also. But we can do this after we are finished. You can see here I used the impact wrench, and it just came out. Every mechanic and DIYer, they know that this one is not that easy to remove. But yeah, it went out, and I think it's because of the grease I put before when I installed it, and because of that I cleaned it good before removing this nut. And sure, you can see it's still hard, so it's still in a good shape, and this also helps removing this. Otherwise, when it's very bad, it will rotate. Like, you will rotate this nut and this whole thing will rotate with it. Pop this up. We turn this and push it from this side and it will come out. The same for this one, but this one may be a bit harder, so you can put some penetrating oil and be patient. You don't want this to fall down, so put something under it to hold it in place, because if this falls down it may pull the drive shaft out. So now we have the strut free from here. We go up and we have these 5 nuts, so we're gonna remove them. Some penetrating oil, and we can take the first one out. And then I like to take them out like in X pattern. So I'll do like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sure, the same with installation. So before taking out the last 2, you have to hold the strut by one hand and remove the last two nuts by the other hand, so this doesn't fall down. You don't want this to fall, otherwise it may damage this rubber protection here for the drive shaft, or it may damage the brake line or the ABS sensor like cable. I'm gonna hold this and remove the last nut from above. So at the same time, I want this to stay in the middle almost. So now it's down. So I took it down in here between the brake line and the drive shaft, and then out from like above. So here we have the whole thing, and we're gonna remove everything to get in, and I will show you which part we are going to take to the new parts. Now we have the compressing part. I have these tools, one on each side. So this one here, the other one is almost in front of it. So when I compress the spring, everything will be equal. And remember, and it's important, when working with springs, they are very strong. So if something goes wrong, this will make big damage. So stay away from it, work almost like this. So if something wrong happens, if it flies, so it flies there or there. And use gloves and eye protection. I will start tightening this. Few turns here, until we feel that the spring is free from the whole thing. Now, you see here the space. So it means I can open this and remove this 17mm nut. But at the same time, even when I know that this is compressed and everything, I will keep away my face from here, and when I open this, I will put it like this and open it. I don't have the special tool, so I made one. I want to hold the nut and the strut bolt inside, and then unscrew them from each other. So here is everything. This is the part that I wanted to take from the old one, so I'm gonna put it to the new parts, or with the new parts. And if you are just changing the shock absorber, so here is the shock absorber out, you have to take out this. Well, somehow it doesn't want to go out, but you take out this and you put just the new strut, or like the new shock absorber. And here, with this spring compressed, here is the lower rubber mount, and there will be the upper mount. So the lower one, here we have this edge, and the spring has to come the whole way inside this rubber. And this edge here sits in there. You see, it has a place there. So this is how it sits down there. And up, you will have the protection, actually, but it's not here anymore, not the whole thing. So here you can see they are different from right to left. So the spring here has also to come here to this part. from upside. And here is the mount, here is the bearing. So I will show you with the new parts now. So now here we have the new parts, new spring, new lower mount, rubber, upper rubber here with the protection it comes. So here the spring has to be touching this one, so it comes the whole way in here, and down here you see you have to see the spring from this hole, so it has to come the whole way in. And here is the new mount. Here you see the bearing and this sponge here, it goes inside the mount. So the metal part that I took from the old one is this one here. It goes inside the rubber protection and the rubber mount here up there. So you see it here, you can see the edge, so don't forget this part, it's important. So this part will take the pressure from the spring and it will make it flat on the bearing. With the nut on, I can hold it more safe now. So you can see there the rubber, it has to sit there in its place, so there is no edge here on the metal that the spring sits on, but it's the rubber itself that sits inside that place. Here up it's not straight because it's still not stretched. You can see the spring has up and side down, like up and down sides. So by reading these numbers and by comparing to the old one, you know which side. So here the mount, it has left and right. So the left has to be facing this, or the mounting place here. And we can rotate it a bit now because I didn't tighten the knot yet. So here is how it looks. So I'm gonna tighten the knot to 44 Newton meters, and I will release the compressing later, or after this, after I tighten the knot. So here is the new part and it's ready to be installed. This mount, the left side is facing outside. The spring, as you see, up and down, and the mounts up and down are also still in place. So I'm gonna put this inside, tighten some knots, and then I'm gonna install it here, and then tighten these bolts, and we will see. Now it's mounted up there, and I tightened the nuts in like X pattern. So for example, this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, and you do it a few times until you feel that they are getting hard, and then you can start by tightening, like the real tightening. It will be 44 Newton meters on these ones also. So yeah, and there is one more tightening after, when the car is on the ground. The sway bar link is back. The ABS cable is back, and 12mm, don't get it too hard. So, and now I drove the car a bit, and now I can do the last tightening. So now it's done. I changed both struts, like springs, shock absorbers, and mounts. So it took some time, but it was worth it. And after every work with suspension on car, wheel alignment is needed. So